Hello and welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and this time I'm gonna talk about Meghan's sixth episode of Wives. And here she is interviewing Paris Hilton. They're talking about the word bimbo because, well, this is an attractive but unintelligent or frivolous young woman, a derogatory term that they have both at some point of their lives suffered from that. But I think in pretty different ways, as we are going to find out. But the problem here is that especially Meghan's arguments are hard to follow because they don't make much sense, as I'm going to explain right now. But first, one interesting tidbit about the word bimbo is from 1980 and especially 1997 when it took off. Okay, like previously, it was not that used, but that term that referring a woman, that a young woman that is attractive, but men imply that since she's attractive, then she must not be that smart. Then that term bimbo was used from that period. So that's interesting. But in terms of Paris, some would say that she has been overprivileged her whole life, but yes, she had this traumatic experience when her parents sent her to this camp for troubled teenagers because somehow, they thought, or they were fooled into thinking that this camp could reform their daughter, when in fact it was just a torture camp. And this is a common occurrence all over the US. I'm still processing the trauma. Paris Hilton advocates for federal law to end institutional child abuse. My parents had been conned into believing that my diagnosed attention deficit disorder behavior could be fixed with tough love. Well, you know how it is. These schools will sell those places whichever way they can to fool parents into believing that they could reform troubled children. And this was because Paris had just moved from Los Angeles to New York, and while living in New York, she was 16 years old at the time. It was this she was experimenting, going to clubs, not telling her parents. Her parents were worried, and tragically she went to this camp. It was not a nice experience. You can read it anywhere. This is not the focus of this episode. Not my video or Meghan's episode, but it's just to point out that Paris had this trauma, still has this trauma, and it's hard to speak about it. I understand. I have made the research on these schools, and yes, it's just plain torture. But the term bimbo for Paris Hilton actually appeared when we talk about the TV show The Simple Life. The Simple Life was this TV show where she, along Nicole Richie, and two uber-privileged girls, were going to, experience the real world. And many remember that scene from season 1 when Paris asks, "What is a Walmart?" That she had no idea what it is, and, the family that they were staying with was baffled. What? You don't know what Walmart is? But, that was the appeal of the show. When she was approached to play this part, to play this character, she was, I'm spoiling it because she was asked, you have to act the part of the dumb blonde. Okay, this is the part that you are going to play. And she like, what? Do I have to do that? At first she was a bit reluctant. She didn't know if she was able to do that or was okay with that. But in the podcast with Meghan, she agreed that, the experience was actually enjoyable. It was fun to do, like playing the dumb blonde, the bimbo, effectively. So it's nice. It was a great experience for her. She played the character. She earned money. She rose to fame thanks to that character. So I think in some ways she benefited from playing a bimbo, right? It's not like she was experiencing the bimbo treatment because, she was being harassed or something at work. No, it's like she agreed to play that part. She agreed to play that character, and at the same time, that was part of the show. It would be very different. It's a woman. It's at her job, and she's being treated like this. Because at the same time, Paris was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. So that is nice. She didn't need the money from this. She didn't need to be in the show. She was just okay to go with it. So there was not actually problem, but many benefits to this. So that's why I was asking this question, and I tweeted this. I'm trying to make sense of Meghan's latest episode. She's trying to make a statement against the bimbo stereotype, like that women should not be treated that way, should not be immediately discarded as unintelligent just because they're pretty. And then invites Paris Hilton, who was smart enough to become ultra successful by playing into the bimbo stereotype. Because this is a stereotype, not an archetype. You know that Meghan named the show Archetypes, well, Arsewives, because she wanted the arc to be with, Archwell, Archie, all that combination of things, but it's misleading. This is actually a stereotype. What exactly is the moral of this story? And continue, like calling women bimbos is degrading. But by the way, here's a woman who took advantage of that stereotype and rose to the top. So is the bimbo stereotype bad only if a woman can't take advantage of it? And the episode even started with Meghan recalling her deal or no deal experience. She spent, quite some time at that show, like opening suitcases, playing the pretty girl along many other pretty girls. And she felt like she was trying like that, just a dumb, pretty woman. Now, I've said this many times. I understand when someone needs to do something, maybe they do not agree that much with what they are going to do. Maybe Paris Hilton did enjoy her experience, but that doesn't mean that Meghan enjoyed this experience. But maybe she had to do it because she had to pay the bills. That could be a possibility. That's okay. And maybe she had a lot of bills to pay. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And yes, a lot. What I don't understand is why in instances like in the Craig Ferguson interview, she had to act like this.
My dad is a DP, yes. He was the lighting director. My dad.
Director of photography.
My dad. I didn't mean to make it sound so.
No, it's all right. It's fine.
You help, yes.
I already made a thorough analysis of this interview in other of my videos, but you can see from her body language with that the bimbo is not forced upon them because it's a job or anything. This was just an interview, and you can see the attitude, not to judge anybody, but also the fact that she went with the DP joke, which for those of you that are maybe not aware of it, is this director of photography, but the letters DP also imply a term that is used in the adult film industry. So Meghan went with this reaction. Now, for someone have Meghan's reaction, you have to A, know the term, and B, be comfortable with the term. So, make of that what you will. So Meghan once again is trying to have her cake and eat it too. Meghan states that men should not objectify women and call them stupid pretty. Then invites a woman that used that objectifying to her advantage. So is the term bad or not? Can women take advantage of that or not? Is right to take advantage of it, or it's not right? I'm confused. That's why I ask, what is the moral of this story? And yeah, it's complicated to talk about morals with Meghan, who has that "you want my hamburger" stare. Now, there's something that I've said time and time again. I'll repeat this. Making people believe you're dumber than them is a skill that will get you far in life. Ignore this at your own peril. It worked for Paris, for sure. And it was on purpose. She didn't have to do this surreptitiously, like hiding or trying to manipulate someone. No, she was asked to play that part. But big disclaimer, it's making people believe you're dumber, not actually being dumber. So while I was trying to make sense of Meghan's podcast, at some point I thought that she was going to claim that a bread brand can be stereotyping women. And I'm going to leave you with this excellent insight from Patty Rosa 28 on Twitter. It's a stereotype, or all these are stereotypes, only if Meghan can't take advantage of them, is my conclusion of all episodes. And that makes sense. The ambition of women with Serena Williams, the Dragon Lady that didn't work with Lucy Liu. What I think Meghan is doing is cherry picking these stereotypes that she has been, not that she has been called, that she has earned herself through the years, and she's trying to rewrite history this way. This is her way of telling her true story, her truth. That's what Arsewives is all about. And we have 6 more episodes left of this, and we'll be there to take a look at them, so you don't have to. My Body Language Buddies, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Body Language Guy, and remember to download my 100 body language tips right in the description of this video. Remember the 2 most important words: much love and bliss. Bye-bye.